What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Knicks at Night TV. This is episode 5, the free agency edition, June 30th. Here we are. 6 p.m. has passed. We got Kevin Durant. We got Kyrie Irving, Julius Randle, Taj Gibson, James Dolan on the upcoming episode of Knicks at Night TV. Let's get into it. So everybody's really disappointed as Knicks fans. I mean, all season long, we were sold on the dream of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving coming to the Knicks. That was the big play. They said it all in the media. I even put it into key factors which would bring Kevin Durant to the New York Knicks. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. I mean, we could get right into that. I truly believe Kevin Durant was planning on coming to the New York Knicks. If you take a look at back to Kyrie Irving was the big factor in his final decision and not coming to the New York Knicks. Look back to February when it was the All-Star game, right? And then, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant was caught on camera speaking about 2 max slots. It was really Kyrie Irving who was convincing Kevin Durant that the Knicks had 2 max slots. I believe during the All-Star break, it was their intentions to come to the Knicks. Kyrie Irving was trying to persuade Kevin Durant because back during the All-Star break, the Brooklyn Nets did not have 2 max slots. Only the New York Knicks had 2 max slots. So what I think would eventually happen was that the Knicks decided to prioritize Kawhi Leonard and Kevin Durant during free agency, and Kyrie Irving wasn't, high on the list. So like I said in my last episode, you can check that out, episode 4. The Nets went out there and they started talking to Kyrie Irving right away, which was a smart idea because after telling Kyrie Irving they was very interested in signing him, what they did was they used Kyrie Irving as bait to go and sign Kevin Durant. After Kyrie Irving was in talks with the Brooklyn Nets, there had been numerous reports that he was going back to Kevin Durant's hotel or wherever he was staying at in New York City. He met with him twice, and I think he had to meet with him twice to convince him to play for the Nets because Kevin Durant had his reservations about playing for the Brooklyn Nets. As I told you before, he has ties with the Knicks as far as Alonzo Trier, Roy Ivey, DeAndre Jordan, and Scott Perry is the one who drafted him back in Seattle. So basically, after Kyrie Irving probably left the first time, he probably went back to the Knicks and told him, listen, I'm trying to get Kevin Durant to come, but he's talking about, his ties with the Knicks, saying the factor is he wants to play with his friends. Of course, Kyrie Irving is his friend, but you also had the DeAndre Jordan factor. So now, when Kyrie Irving went back to Kevin Durant again the second time, he said, listen, man, the Nets told me, you, and you could bring DeAndre Jordan too to the Nets. They'll sign all 3 of us. That's a better opportunity for us. Kyrie Irving, he said growing up he was a fan of the New Jersey Nets, and that's why he was gravitating towards the Nets. But it's no longer the New Jersey Nets, my guy. It's the Brooklyn Nets. But I guess that just shows you that it's the same team. One of the reasons why I'm from Brooklyn and I don't cheer for the Brooklyn Nets because I feel like it's just a hand-me-down team from New Jersey. I will always be a Knicks fan. But look, Kyrie's from Jersey. He still feels like the Nets is his team that he rooted for when he was younger. I think the Brooklyn Nets is just a hand-me-down team. And Kyrie Irving just proved that by picking the Nets over the Knicks because that was his childhood team. It's not even the same team. It's not supposed to be the same team. But anyway, the Brooklyn Nets plan seemed like they didn't really have a plan for this summer. It seemed like, as the Brooklyn Nets always do, they worry about the New York Knicks, but this time it actually worked. Their whole plan was to jack the Knicks for their free agency plans. It was all over the media, all over the news, that the Knicks were planning on signing Durant's friend DeAndre Jordan, and having Kyrie Irving, his friend, also play for the Knicks. The Brooklyn Nets said, oh yeah, we have a better team. We made it to the playoffs. Let's take their plan. Why would you want to play for the Knicks when we have a better team than the Nets, and we could sign all three of you guys? And I think actually Kevin Durant was, after all of that, I think deep down in his heart, he still wanted to play for the Knicks, because I think his last chance of playing for the Knicks blew him off. I think the report said that Kevin Durant was making last-minute phone calls to Kawhi Leonard to try to team up with him. What I think happened was Kevin Durant might have called Kawhi Leonard, asked him if he was interested in playing for the Knicks, and maybe Kawhi Leonard told him he had no plans of signing with the New York Knicks, that he was not going to do it. So once Kawhi Leonard told Kevin Durant no, I think that sealed the Knicks' fate right there. And Kevin Durant decided to play in New York City with his buddies, like I said he was going to do, but he decided to do it for the Brooklyn team.
Dang, man.
It's like the old saying. They always used to make fun of Brooklyn because Brooklyn was known for robbing people. And the Brooklyn Nets just stuck up Madison Square Garden and James Dolan. Because James Dolan was hype. He swore he was getting these big free agents. He went on a television show, or he did a television show, and he said that, brighter days are coming for the Knicks. And we got jacked. It's like they say, Manhattan keep on making it, and Brooklyn keep on taking it, baby. But that's no reason to be disappointed. I mean, the Knicks still did a good job, I believe. We got a young player in Julius Randle. Julius Randle is a beast. I told you, Julius Randle, to me, has almost the same game as Zion Williamson. I don't understand how you could be a Zion Williamson fan but not be a Julius Randle fan. The dude can handle the rock. Julius Randle get to the rack at any time, get to the basket at any time he wants. And he's about 250 pounds, and he's a beast. Bully ball. When he gets to the hole, it's not many people who can stop him. He usually overpowers people and score at the basket. He has handle, and he's been working on his jump shot. I think him and RJ Barrett will be the 1-2 punch for the New York Knicks. I believe those will be the two leading scorers on the Knicks, will be Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. So, we still have the youth on our team. We got Kevin Knox, I believe he's still 19 years old. We have Frank, who's 20 years old. Well, I don't know if Frank will stay on the team, but if he does, hopefully Coach Fizdale could develop him some more. Frank is 20. We have Dennis Smith Jr., who's 21 years old. Alondra Trier, I believe, is 23. Mitchell Robinson is 20 years old. So Damon Johnson is 25. Now we have Julius Randle, that's 24. So we still have a young team. I think what the Knicks need to do is sign some vets also, because you can't have a team full of young players. Usually in NBA history, really, really young teams really don't win a lot of games in the NBA. You need a mixture of role players, young players, veterans, and a couple of stars. Obviously, the Knicks struck out on the star players, but hopefully we have some up-and-coming stars in Julius Randle and RJ Barrett. So now we could sign some vets to the vet minimums and some vets to help the youth grow and to teach them, how to become winners in the NBA. One of the vets that the Knicks already decided to sign was Taj Gibson. I believe Taj Gibson is a hard worker. He's from Brooklyn. Taj Gibson is originally from Brooklyn. So, we had some players who chose Brooklyn over the Knicks, but we got a Brooklyn player. Take that as you may. But Taj Gibson, he plays hard. He's a good hard-nosed player. He's good at finishing at the basket. He has a good mid-range game, and he plays defense. We need to sign a couple more people like that, and also some shooters. Make sure that the Knicks, sign some shooters this summer. And it's still a possibility, believe it or not, it's still a possibility that the Knicks could make the playoffs. And it's still a chance that the Knicks could actually have a better record than the Nets. That's the whole funny thing about this, is that the Knicks could still end up with a better record than the Nets next year. The Nets basically gave away all their players and traded away their players to make the max slots available for Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. And also they now have DeAndre Jordan, so they had to spend that money. Even though I heard that DeAndre Jordan and Kevin Durant took a little less than the max in order for DeAndre Jordan to sign. But right now, the Nets is going to have Kyrie Irving, who knows, DeAndre Jordan, who knows else they're going to have on their team. Remember, Kevin Durant is not playing next year. So basically, the Nets just signed Kyrie Irving and DeAndre Jordan. Now, we could argue and debate whether Kyrie Irving is really a game changer, where he's going to get the Nets to the number 2 or number 3 seed. I highly doubt it. I respect Kyrie Irving's game. He's a really good player, but he's also injury prone. So with an injury prone player, next year you never know. Kyrie Irving could get hurt, and guess what? Who do the Nets have? Not Kevin Durant, because Kevin Durant is not playing till 2020. So then the Nets have a watered down team with just DeAndre Jordan and an injury prone Kyrie Irving, while the Knicks have a very youthful team, and we signed some vets, like I said, to help us out. We could be in the playoffs and possibly with a better record. So brighter days here. Do not get mad. I also saw a report about James Dolan. There was a report that James Dolan was a little skeptic on giving Kevin Durant the full max because he just came off a very devastating injury with the Achilles tear. Now, I see because of that report came out, a lot of media members, a lot of reporters, analysts, and a lot of Knicks fans are very furious with James Dolan. They're saying, like, are you crazy? How can you not give Kevin Durant the max or question that man to give him the max when the Knicks have been terrible for all these years? My whole point is this. The Knicks have been down this road before. If it's me that's running the Knicks, I probably would have gave Kevin Durant the max or offer him the max, or any one of the Knicks fans probably would have gave Kevin Durant the max. But we're talking about James Dolan. He has a history of players coming to the Knicks and taking the money and not living up to their full potential, or all of a sudden becoming injury prone. Can I mention to you guys Allen Houston? Remember that big deal that we signed Allen Houston for with the New York Knicks? Guess what happened? His knees went out. Then that next thing you know, Allen Houston sitting on the bench, making all this money, not playing, stealing money from us. Can I mention to you Joakim Noah? What happened with Joakim Noah? He signed a big deal to come to the Knicks. A lot of people thought it was they overpaid for Joakim Noah, but we thought, oh, he's a good role player. We have Carmelo Anthony. We have Derrick Rose. That's a good idea to give Joakim Noah. Guess what? He barely even played for the New York Knicks. Another waste of money. You know who else that happened to? Remember Jerome James? Jerome James was another player the Knicks signed to a crazy deal who then wind up playing a lot for the Knicks. Should I mention Eddie Curry? Eddie Curry is another player the Knicks signed to a big deal who didn't pan out for the Knicks. And not to mention, I love Amari Stoudemire to death. He actually brought the Knicks back to relevancy when he first signed with the Knicks. But at the end of the day, he only signed with the Knicks because I believe they was the only team that was signing without insurance on his knees. And what happened? Amari Stoudemire wound up being injury prone for the Knicks. So with the Knicks history, you cannot blame James Dolan for not wanting to give a max deal to Kevin Durant. Because with the Knicks' luck, a year and a half from now, Kevin Durant will step on the floor, already with a max deal, sitting out 1 year, which means he only has 3 years left on his deal. He'll mess around, and with the Knicks' luck, Kevin Durant would have ended up pulling his Achilles on his other foot, or tearing his Achilles on his other foot. That's just the Knicks' history, it's the Knicks' luck. So, at the end of the day, I don't want none of you Knicks fans to be mad, because sometimes they say you get what you need, not what you want. And hopefully, this is exactly what we need. R.J. Barrett will be the future of the Knicks. They already call him Maple Mamba. Let's hope he got some of that Kobe DNA in him. And he'll show everybody that you're worried about free agents. You have a star in the making here. All right? And that's it for Knicks at Night TV. Thank you for watching my channel. I'll get back to you guys. The next episode I film, I'm definitely looking at making a collabo. You can hit me up on Instagram at KnicksatniteTv if you're looking to make a collabo with me, with followers or friends, family, any of you guys who are looking to make to come on the show. I'll be happy to you guys join, and we could film a show together or collaborate on my next episode. But other than that, thank you for tuning in. This is Knicks at Night TV on YouTube. You also could check me out at KnicksatniteTv at Instagram.com. Everybody, enjoy the Knicks season next year.
For the finish, but Bobby Portis one-handed. Portis with the from the wing, triple, right down the gut. Got no iron whatsoever. 5-2 business, 19-19. Ellington's guys have got that goal.
I like that move by Wayne Ellington, mixing it up a little bit.